Hi everybody, it's Simon Clark here from Trade with Precision with the free newsletter for the 14th of January. So it's a new year, looking for new trading opportunities. So what I thought I would do is just talk through a couple of the markets which I'm keeping a close eye on for opportunities at the moment. And I think there could be some opportunities on these markets over the next sort of forthcoming days or even weeks. So the first one here is if we take a look at euro dollar here on the weekly chart. This market has been in a lovely strong uptrend for some time now. And in fact, if we come right the way back down here to last July, which was when the market made a previous low, from this point onwards, we've had consistent higher highs and higher lows on the market. But not only that, we've had some lovely structure here in the market, some lovely sort of what we call optimal chart structure here at TWP, which is, in other words, predictable price action or predictable charts. So we can see here that we've got all of our moving averages in the right order. We've got some lovely convergence on the indicators. We've got nice consistent trend here, higher highs and higher lows. Now we can see each time the price has come in back into the buy zone, we've had a green bullish candle, price has rallied on to make a new high. Price has come back in, we've got a green bullish candle, price has then rallied on to make a new high. In fact, I was talking about the euro dollar around this 134,000 level back late last autumn, quite a bit. There was plenty of trading opportunities around this area to take advantage of this last leg of the trend. At the moment, we've now got just a small bullish or green candle there in the buy zone, looking for maybe this trend to continue up to the long side again. Maybe we get a push up and reach the 140,000 eventually. So with this market, what I'm looking for is opportunities to the long side. Now, what I need to do is to come down to these lower time frames, like the daily, the 240, the 480, and even lower, and start to look for trade setups. Now we can see that with the recent sort of price action, this has not been ideal. It certainly looks a bit messy. We've been in a bit of a downtrend here. Now we've started to put in the formation of a new uptrend here. Certainly got some convergence here on the indicators, but for me, no sort of particular setup at this moment in time. In fact, there is a level here that's been formed in price around the 137,000 level through here. You can see there's been a bit of support, been a bit of resistance through here as well. So I'd like to see price get above that and maybe a retracement back to this level to look for opportunities back onto the long side. Now, if we come and take a look at one of the other markets that I'm watching here, which is dollar Swiss, we've got a much more closer opportunity, or I think that price is actually closer to a significant level. So if we take a look here at the weekly chart first of all, I'll just zoom out a little bit so we can get a bit of perspective. We can see on this market for some time we've had some sort of sideways price action, but within this sort of sideways price action we've had some lovely trends. I mean, bearing in mind this is a weekly chart, so some of these moves can be rather significant on the lower time frames. So coming back to mid last year, we've had the recent, or that we put in a lower high, and then we got a nice clear decisive downtrend that's formed in price. Very decisive, lower highs, lower lows, very consistent. All of our moving averages again in the right order here, and we've also got these significant levels in price. So we've got this level around 93,000, which has been tested multiple times through here, and also 9,000. Now if I zoom in a little bit here, you can see we've had multiple trading opportunities around 9,000, where 9,000's been rejected, where it's been resistance here. Price has broken through it, and now at the moment we're sitting right on the 9,000 level. If I zoom into this a little bit more, what I also find rather significant is if we take a look at last week's candle, we had a very bearish last week's candle where price put in a lower high. That also happened to be right in the sell zone of this trend. Just look at the consistency here. Each time price comes back into the sell zone here, we had a similar situation here above 93,000. We had bearish candle, price continued down. Bearish candle, in the sell zone, price continued down. Bearish candle in the sell zone, right on the 9,000 level, and we're right about to break that level now. Now, just looking underneath this level, well, you can see there's a long way before we even put in a lower low, and below that, well, there's pretty much nothing in the way, stopping this price coming lower. So there's plenty of opportunity to the short side, which is what I like to see. So coming down the time frames, let's take a look at the daily chart here. We can see price has sort of pulled back up to sort of potentially another support and resistance level through here, around this sort of 91.33 level, pulled back down. We're sitting right on the 9,000 level at this moment in time. Now let's just come down to the lower time frames. If we look at the 240 chart, we can see on the 240 chart we've already started to put in lower highs, lower lows. We've already got the structure of a downtrend here. Got some lovely convergence here on the indicators too. No setup particularly that I see here at this moment in time, so we just come down to the lower time frames even still. So come back down to the 1 hour chart. We've got our 9,000 level marked in here. You can see we've had price has tested this a few times now and sort of now started to roll over again. Still got lovely trend formed in here in price action, but no sort of setup which I think is good enough for me to take at this moment in time. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this level to get broken and then maybe retested. So because this has been such a key level, wouldn't be at all surprised to see this get broken and then retested before before the trend continues. So what I'm looking for is a bit of a confirmation on this opportunity, and looking to hold this to the short side. If I do get a nice entry into this market, then I'll certainly be leaving some of the trade on for the longer period of time. Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit more about the other webinars that we've got available this week for you. So I've just come over to our website here. We've got a couple of webinars, free webinars, which we're running this week. Intraday Trading Myths Exposed, which is run here tomorrow evening, depending upon where you are in the world. We've got 3 p.m. New York time, 8 p.m. London, 7 a.m. Sydney, or 9 a.m. Auckland next day. Then later in the week, we've got How to Become a Successful Trader, and that's on the Wednesday the 15th. That's at 7 a.m. London, 6 p.m. Sydney, or 8 p.m. Auckland time. These are free to register. All you need to do is come to our website, come to tradewithprecision.com, click on free webinars, and then you just register for these by clicking on these buttons here. Okay, so be nice to see you on the free webinars later on this week if you want to join us. If not, happy trading and look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now.